Alright, welcome back. It's Jurassic Justin with yet another batch of Hammond collection reviews. This time we're doing two figures, one video. We've got Galli. Hopefully you can see that. A lot of reflections there. Packaging, which you would expect, feels high quality. Got the shot there, and on the back. And the Dilophosaurus, which is, to my knowledge, the most recent of releases for the collection. Looks very good. Packaging feels nice. So, let's get to it here. Alright, first, we're going to talk about our friend, the Galli. And what you'll notice immediately here, can you see that? The eye. That paint on that eye. But let's get into some more detail here. It's just that eye really bothers me. Alright, so this is our first of the small line reviews. And you got a pretty decently detailed. The eye on this side's actually fine. Maybe. There we go. Eye on this perfectly fine. You have jaw articulation. We got, like a ball joint here. We got some neck movement. Maybe it doesn't go down as far as one would like, but then we have very posable, dang it. Sounds like a spaceship taking off, I know, or a rocket, or an airplane. It's loud, it's old, alright? Now, here's one of the negatives that I have to point out, though. So, they have defined claws in the sculpt, but there's no paint. So this has no electronics. It's posable. It's about the same size as the other ones. Sculpt detail, I suppose, overall is better. But paint, Mattel, ever since the initial run from the Jurassic World line from Mattel, the paint was pretty good quality then. But slowly they've been I think they're trying to fight inflation pricing and trying to keep their dinos cheap with shortcuts like this abrupt ending on the tail. So this is supposed to be a premium figure. Honestly, if you look at the head, I feel like the Legacy collection figure has a better head sculpt. Having the jaw move, yay, that's cool. But honestly, what good is it if, we're defeating the purpose here. We're starting to already take shortcuts. This is basically like the second series. First we had the Velociraptor, then we had this. And, yeah, not real impressed with this one. Alright, so we have the Legacy collection here, Galli. You'll note that the sculpt, if I can get it in frame here, of the head, in my estimation, is actually more accurate. Obviously no moving mouth, so, take that for what you will. Claws are not painted on the feet or the hands, but the tail, my golly, doesn't skip on paint until like the very tip. I just feel like overall this figure is a better representation, even if the action of kicking legs is a little lame. It's kind of a throwback though to the old Kenner figure, so hey, can't really blame them. And then we have our second figure here. Pop the stuff off here. There we go. And that is our friend Dilophosaurus. Let's talk a little bit more about this guy and how, in my opinion, this is a much better figure than the other one we just reviewed. Like, I give that Galli Mimus a 5.5. This, let's talk. But it's definitely a higher score. Alright, so here we got our boy, or gal. You can see, it's on like a ball joint. We can mess with the mouth. The mouth on this, a little stiff. I'm sure that over time will change, but then at the base of the neck, we got another joint. These. One thing I will say is, for whatever reason, this arm, like the upper part, feels like it's like, I don't know, cut backwards or something. Like, you know, it should be like this, but even then, like, it's backwards. So it doesn't sit like flush with the body like the other side can, which is interesting. So that is a very minor gripe. And then I talked about those attachments. So here you have the closed frill. Right, no, sorry, other way. There we go. And it actually does a pretty decent job. I don't think this one is like offensive like some of the other terrible iterations have been. Then we've got our classic here. Come on now. There we go. There we go for that classic JP look. And it is very good on the paint, but if you actually have gotten the Claire 2-pack that comes with the Dilophosaurus, that's almost as good. So, you know, for a cheaper 2-pack, a 2-pack that almost costs the same as this one figure, paint's not as good as I would expect. I will say respect for at least getting the darn claws painted like they should, but come on, Mattel. This on your premium figures is not acceptable. Despite all of that, it being one of the most iconic dinosaurs and done actually pretty well, I'd give this like an 8 out of 10. I don't have a comparison from the base set because I never opened any of them. But, so, you know, are you wondering, are these small figures worth the extra money? Galli Mimus, 5.5 out of 10. I don't know that this is worth your money. I'm just real not impressed with it. At least they didn't skimp too hard on the paint, but the claws, come on. And then Dilophosaurus, 8 out of 10. This one's worth it. I like this one. I like the interchangeable parts, or you can just go ahead and, you know, take this off. Oh god. Oh, I got it in a terrible spot here. There we go. Jesus. And then just, you know, run it this way too. And it looks fine. And, you know, again, slap that on there and bada bing, bada boom. So, Dilophosaurus, worth it. Mattel, stop doing this. But this, well done. Well freaking done. Love it. Thumbs up. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.